what you code.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. Gotta get all these lights on here. I'm gonna hopefully get the corn harvest section done tonight. Got one small field I gotta get to after this one. Do apologize if I sound a little under the weather. Got a bit of a headache going on. Randy, welcome. Good to see you in here again. Hopefully you're having a great weekend. Hopefully all the audio's coming in nicely. Didn't realize when I started the intro song we hadn't clicked go live. This multi-broadcast stuff is interesting. Let's see, we've got a few new subs again. Thank you for joining. It's pretty dark fast on Ray County. That's for sure. 6:39 and pretty dark out. We got 26 minutes of harvesting this, and then we'll be on down the road. Field 45. That one's only 3.6 acres of field, so should not take as long, I hope. But the goal is tonight, we're going until we finish those two. And one of the other things we want to take a look at is, what do we got on the market? What can we purchase? Still only that tiger meat, huh? For a cultivator. I was hoping there'd be some other options out there. But that's what we'll have to wait on. Let me just pull up another window for a second. Hey, it happens, Randy. I was feeling good earlier during golf, and then suddenly just not feeling the hottest. Just more of a headache. Nothing some water won't help. But I appreciate the kind words. Yeah, 10-meter corn better. So it's interesting the time it takes, but it's pretty solid sized field. It's crazy how dark it is. But the goal is definitely to knock off all this harvesting tonight. And I want to see something. I was told recently that on dead zones for your wheel, they're self-adjusting each time you leave. But right here, we are 0. It's RX, which should be the wheel, I believe, because then you have clutch, brake, and accelerator, which we're fine leaving those where they are. So it looks like that's fine. Right now, I will say though, not to jinx it, but the washouts, or the water linings, we're getting all the corn out of them. Like I said, hopefully not jinxing it, but it's going pretty well. I think we could technically leave Swath. Maybe not. Someone had mentioned it recently in maybe our second episode of this, asking why we were not dropping bale Swaths. We just don't have a baler yet. So if you're in here watching, I forgot who you are and I apologize, but thank you for the comment. And yeah, we just don't have a baler, so there's no point to me buying it. But whoop. I wish I want to shut off. Like that. Keep this train rolling. We recently joined online multiplayer server. I think it's PC only, but United Farms. So it's set up by some of the people with the farm sim game community. If you may or may not know who they are, they go by FSG. Not to be confused with the farm sim guy, but yeah, it's the farm sim game. They have a few Discords out there, but and it could be somebody else not technically related to them or connected to them that created it. I noticed a lot of them are in there, and it's been pretty interesting so far. They have quite the online transfer system and a lot of things in place that make it feel pretty realistic. So we get to play that a little bit this morning, try that out. I think that went pretty well first hour. Haven't seen if it's made me any money in the digital world, but I believe I get paid on a weekend $40,000 an hour. So pretty impressive little payoff for the virtual work. You put that towards a farm down the road, but they also have a rule: if you show that you're consistently on, I think 2.5 hours a week, you can be eligible for a farm. And the first one is a $2 million loan. They have about 7 or 8 servers set up, which is kind of impressive as well. They're all connected with each other, so selling stuff at the co-op can be transferred across multiple servers. I actually think I have that set up to actually, he is 66%. I think what we could actually do, there used to be a mod you could just switch to the different light settings pretty easily, and I'm kind of wishing I remember what it was. Alright, let's see if we can top this off. Oh, whoa, still some back here? Nope, it's all there. Yeah, Randy, they can be fun. I actually played on a few for quite a while. I know they still have some servers set up. The Farm Sim guy, he has it set up. Argsy Gaming has a couple set up, I think, too. I think they have at least one community one. And I'm trying to think one other one out there. Yeah, try to remember where I'm going here. wrong field. We're on the wrong field. There we go. Yeah, they can be fun, especially when they start to get busy and there's a lot of people and, you know, you get a lot of people working together. There's some that, you know, can be, I don't want to say too serious. There are some that can be quite serious. Other ones that, you know, very relaxed. So it can be sometimes a trick to find the one that fits. So like I said, I jumped on theirs, try that out. They haven't got too many people in it yet. So yeah, you might be able to jump right in there and check one out one of these times. If your Discord is linked with your YouTube channel membership, it should bring you right over. And I just realized we never turned on the... Whoa, okay. So this confirmed what I thought was happening. Let's adjust this. So I thought something fell off. Oh no. We might have just botched this. We might have to use some super strength, but what we're gonna do right now, of course this happens, yeah, never fails. It's always one little thing. We'll get this unloaded, so we're trucking along here. Then we'll get that auger fixed. But yeah, being a member, I think you should be able to get in. I think they might both have a community one that you can check out. Just doing all sorts of jumpy things. And there's no way to... Yeah, it's not even close to... the height we wanted. We really should get a drive over. One comes up for sale. That is what we're going to purchase. Yeah, that is more lined up now. So let's see if we can fix this. See, what I'm trying to figure out is our back. There we go. It's always something. Always something. We're working through it though. But yeah, they have some good servers. Like I said, I used to play a lot in FS19 on the Farm Sim guys. Trying to think. I think I've been in one of RXZs at one point. It was community one they had set up. But there, I would say those are the two places I would definitely start. Because a lot of times they'll walk you through what you need to do. See if we can swing this out far enough this time. Oh, it's weird that I got hung up like that. And that is all she wrote for that one. Can we swing this out far enough? I think we did. Drive right away. So I think we're gonna do this time is drive through the driveway. Still can't see anything. But I know we are somewhat down here now. There's the harvester. It is dark. This is quite the lighting. Looks like we're finally missing some of the water washouts. Big chunk right there. Once you get in there, you can see the road, so we've got to be getting close to the end of this. I'll check the store again. Just try to stay on top of it. Nothing on the bottom of this. Oh, there is a baler though, 45,000. We just, as I said, I'm not too worried about the stocks right now. Make it right there. Then we'll get them unloaded. Like I said, too, Randy, United Farms, you can, I'll have to share the link, I think, but they have pretty good setup. It's an interesting concept the way they set it up. Yeah, that makes sense. They do seem to pull a lot on the ram side. I don't think it's be enough to top it off. 95%, enough to go to the truck though. Uh-oh, trying to get through, any momentum going here. Breaking down. some more spots down there. Probably. Hop in here. So 7 minutes. So we're cruising. Like I said, they'll get down to that 3-acre one, which, out of curiosity, this was 15.5 acres of harvestable land. So we should go through field 45 pretty quick. I hope. I would say so, Randy. That's a beast of a computer. The only unfortunate thing is you can't really run when it has nothing to do with the computer. It's just the way the FS25 is optimized. I think it's actually better if you roll back some of the settings from Ultra or kind of customize them. I don't know if you've seen the same thing that I've seen, but maxing out all the graphic settings seems to add a little bit of blurriness here and there, and if you bring it back a little bit on different settings, seems to cut it out quite nice. And you get the sharp, crisp look. Alright. We're about to be called on again. I have to remember where I put the header trailer. I just realized that'll be something I'll have to look for, because we'll need that going down the road. Yes, that's a pretty big jump. It's crazy to think when the 10 series came out for GPUs, and now we're at the point where it's almost obsolete. A lot of games just can't run it. Oh, there's some more right there. Yeah, a section over here somewhere in the shadows. I'm gonna have to clean that little piece up. And there's another one. hoping some good cultivators pop up in the sales market sooner than later. Look at these fields tilled up. Almost wonder if we should try to get a mulcher for this field. Why is that, Randy? Do you have the finance mod? Because if you have the finance vehicle mod on there as well, it'll actually conflict with hired purchases. Alright, let's clean up and then get this down to the next field. Yeah, because I know on my Iran save, Oran, if I'm saying it right, that was the issue, was actually running finance mod with hired purchasing mod. Yeah, it doesn't. I'm not sure then, Randy. Why those would be conflicting. See if we get this all in one turn. Just a little bit more fun. I think that's it. I have not experienced that yet. Do you know how to look at your log? Maybe it's showing that it failed with another mod. And I gotta remember where I put the header trailer. I think it's over here. Yeah, I have not had that happen yet. I have been fortunate. Excuse me. Let's see if we can fill this up. That way we don't run out of diesel in the field. Should do. We'll get this down to field, I believe, 43, and get it harvested in the start. And we'll Probably just send the truck down. I'll see if I can find you and send it to you in one of the Discords. I want to say Farmer Klein might have made a video on how to view your error log. Might have been originally for like FS22, but still works for FS25, same way. But essentially it's in your documents, the game path file, or sorry, the game file, and where all your saved games are in documents is where it can be found. It usually comes off after every game. We're like lopsided. We're about to lose the header. No, it's literally not gonna let me pick the header up. So I heard this started happening with the 1.1 update, that a lot of stuff was falling off when it wasn't supposed to. So I have like a weird steer bug. We're getting pulled across for some reason. We got a while to go. Yeah, it must be some... I don't know what's going on here. We're getting pulled. Well, that's not good. We went right past it. Oh no. We might have to shut traffic off. Oh boy, we botched this. I drove right past it. Yeah, I saw in one of the Discords somebody was posting, but I think it was more the straps. And this is not... I mean, it doesn't strap down. Oh yeah, a lot of fish coming. I'm confused. How do I... We're gonna cut across this field. I guess this is the only way to get to it. So normally I wouldn't do this, but this is crazy. Yeah, I think it's November is the DLC with the fishing. Question is, can I hook on? This could be a problem. Here I am talking about we've had no issues. now we're having issues. And now we're hooked on. It's so dark. Yeah, see, that's one that I can't make sense of. Well, it looks like our trailer is glitching out or something. Because we are now stuck to the trailer. So I think what we're going to have to actually do, I'm going to reset that. And there we go. And now we can get this going. It's an interesting little field. I did not realize this field was tucked away like this. So it shouldn't take too long. We'll probably just drive the truck down will be the plan. What's funny right now is I don't even know if I could see if I had a missing that's what I'm looking for. Missing fill type because or glitch out because it's so dark out you can't even see in there. Of course, we could not empty this. I was just going to drive the truck down, but this would be easier to get in and out with. No, we definitely have a steering issue. So the calibration's just off. Or maybe I have to move the dead zone back to 1. That could be my issue. I also do wonder if the fail type issue missing or vanishing, if it has something to do with mod maps, because I wonder if anybody has seen this not on a mod map. Should have this facing out of the field. Did not look at the green cart. I just realized. Probably should have did a review of the green cart's fuel as well. get this loaded up. I don't know if we're maxed out on beans in here yet. There you go. No. Why? Why? Can we turn this? I think so. It looks like we might be all right. There we go. Now we can unload it. It's because this is off again. One thing after another. So I actually gotta run for a second, grab something, and be right back while this unloads. Well, actually, let's do the front. And never mind, grain fill. So we're gonna hold on while we run away for a second. And we'll get this this unloaded. Get the oh, never mind. Oh no, there it is. Now it says it needs to be unloaded. So it made one headland. Opened up quite a second one. There you go. Alright. I'm gonna go run, grab something, be right back, and we'll jump into the harvester. Kind of work that through. All right, sorry for the delay there. Oh, I just realized we might be full in that one. And we are almost done this field though. You gotta take care of the water spot, so that field did go pretty quick. Thanks for bearing with me while I had to go take care of a couple things. We'll get this field finished up and then kick over to daylight. We're gonna have to move the other bin over, I think, is what we have to do though. We're waiting on that. Yes, let's get out and check this bin. $243 liters. How much are these bins hold? I wish you could see it there. I guess what we have to do, unfortunately, is go into construction. Oh, MFS grain drying bin. Okay. So we're gonna go to, would that be a factory? Yep. They do not say how much they hold, but I'm going to say it is full. So what we will have to now do is move this over a bin. Don't need course play. I don't know why that just popped up again. Really just gotta change the location of the mouse, I think. Alright, so it works there. So 243 is what these bins hold. Good to know. Good to know we don't need to have any more fields. Back that right up there. And then before we get that other one back, let's get this over. And somewhat set up to unload out of this one. And then we can just drive the grain cart right up to it. Really need to get some lights over on these bins though, I think. Then we also will need to get our header trailer. That should be right there. Bingo. And we know this one missed, so before we go unloading this, let's clean up where we missed. I don't think there's any more. I could be wrong. We're gonna take a little gander. The light work. I don't see anything. Oh, we get another light off the side, but we don't. So I think I'm going to leave this parked in the field. Until we figure out. I mean, that is the only way into the field. It is right there. Interesting. We're going to leave that there. And we'll take this back to the main yard, get it unloaded, and jump into the next day. I'll leave the harvester here for now because I'm going to have to take the header trailer down with another piece of equipment, I think, from the store to get it out of here. So we don't have that same issue. I guess you kind of just got to hug the beans here and slide down and hope there's nobody on the road. Because once that momentum gets going, there's no stopping it. Probably should have the tarp on, but not too far from home. Keep hitting that course play trigger. I need to move it on. I have some extra keys on the side of the mouse. I need to move it there because right now I have it set up for the right mouse button, and it is getting in the way too often. Get that in. So unfortunately, yeah, half a trailer going in the other bin. We had almost made it with all the bins being properly utilized, but sorry, a little left in one bin. We can manage that. And let's see. Can't. Oh, that's a terrible graphic. There we go. Just about empty. There we go. Taking a while to unload on this one. It's taking this corn quite a while to slide out of here. We get some funky things. All right, they're fine. Oh, that never stays on. We're gonna leave that all there for tonight, though. We're gonna head in and get the day moved forward. Neighborhood dog? I don't think we have a dog here, do we? Oh, we should, because we keep everything open. Are you kidding me? There, sleep. Into the morning we go. Oh, guess I slept with the flashlight on. All right, so we pay some loan interest, some property maintenance. And do we get anything good in the store? We have a round straw bale. Nothing groundbreaking, to be honest with you. Sprayer. The FW212 TD profile. This thing, I actually watched somebody use this the other day in a stream, and I was blown away with how long it takes to fill this up with that. The concept, I get it. Cool. I would just grab a wheel loader and I would load it, or have a belt or auger, because that took way too long. I think they had to grab 6 or 7 scoops. So I think each of these is, I think they said 1,200, 1,100 per scoop, something like that. But it took them a while, so we will not be purchasing that. Especially, it's half off, 53,000. Still no. But yeah, I think what we're gonna do, because I'm not feeling the best, but I did want to get on. I want to try to keep the streams going at least once every weekend. Is the goal. Maybe tomorrow, if we're feeling better, we're on. We do need to get this stuff opened up before I forget to do this, because we need to get the harvester and stuff tucked away. And oh, look, we do have some more fertilizer or lime. There you go, both of them. I think it's fertilizer, yeah. So we do have some more fertilizer. It's just in here. But no, I want to thank everybody for watching. Like I said, goal is maybe tomorrow night we'll get on. But I think I'm just going to focus on getting some rest now and hopefully feel better in the morning. Thank you all for watching. We are finally done harvest on Ray County, year 1. If you enjoyed the content, go ahead and hit that like button. And I'll see y'all next time. Farmer Taz, out.
Oh, Farmer Taz, he
Thanks,
works the
Randy. Have a good
land
night.
with a